Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Ever scroll through your feed and see your friends posting about their amazing vacations, new jobs, or even just what they had for lunch, and then you think about that one friend who's, well, completely silent? They're on social media, you see them liking posts, you know they're there, but they never ever post anything themselves. What's going on in their heads? Are they super secret spies? Do they just hate fun? Or is there something deeper at play? Today, we're diving into the fascinating psychology of the social media lurker, the silent observer, the person who consumes but rarely creates. And you might be surprised to find that their reasons are far more relatable and varied than you think. In fact, many of you watching might even see a bit of yourselves in what we're about to discuss. First, let's get one thing straight. Not posting on social media doesn't automatically mean someone is antisocial, depressed, or unhappy. In many cases, it's quite the opposite. One of the biggest reasons people choose to stay silent is simply that they're genuinely living in the moment. Think about it. When you're having an incredible time, totally absorbed in a conversation, a beautiful sunset, or a delicious meal, is your first instinct always to whip out your phone? For many, the answer is no. They prefer to experience life directly, unfiltered. The memory is for them, not for an audience. They're not against sharing, they're just more for experiencing. This mindset is often linked to a higher sense of present moment awareness and contentment. They've found their joy in the here and now, and the need to document and broadcast it just isn't a priority. It's a form of digital mindfulness, choosing to be a participant in their own life rather than a reporter. Another huge factor is the pressure of perfectionism. Social media has become a highlight reel. We see the best angles, the most successful moments, and the most picture-perfect families. This creates an unspoken pressure to measure up. For someone who is a perfectionist or has high self-standards, the thought of posting something that isn't good enough can be paralyzing. What if the photo isn't perfect? What if the caption isn't witty enough? What if it doesn't get enough likes? This fear of judgment or evaluation apprehension can be incredibly stressful. Instead of dealing with that anxiety, it's just easier not to post at all. They might draft a post, edit a photo, and then at the last second, just think, nah, not worth the stress, and discard it. It's not that they don't have things to share. It's that the perceived stakes for sharing feel way too high in our curated digital world. Let's talk about privacy. This seems obvious, but the depth of this concern is often underestimated. In an age of data breaches and digital footprints, some people are simply more cautious. They are acutely aware that once something is online, it's essentially there forever. They might have a job that requires a high level of discretion, or they may have had a negative experience in the past with oversharing. These individuals value their personal space and draw a very firm line between their public and private lives. They see social media as a tool for connection and information gathering, not as a personal diary. They'll happily use it to keep up with friends and family, but they treat their own personal information like a valuable asset, one they're not willing to give away for a few likes. It's a conscious, deliberate choice to protect their peace and their personal data. Personality traits also play a massive role, especially introversion. Now let's be clear, introvert does not mean shy or antisocial. It's about where you get your energy from. Extroverts get energized by social interaction, while introverts recharge through solitude. For many introverts, the constant performance of social media can be incredibly draining. The act of crafting a post, responding to comments, and engaging with a wide audience feels like work, not fun. They often prefer deeper one-on-one connections. So, while they might not be posting for all 500 of their followers, they're likely having meaningful conversations via direct messages or in real life. Their social energy is a finite resource, and they choose to spend it on interactions that feel more genuine and rewarding to them. Public broadcasting just isn't their preferred channel of communication. Then there's the simple fact that some people just don't see the point. They are what we might call social media pragmatists. They might ask themselves, what is the tangible benefit of me posting this photo of my coffee? If they can't find a good answer, they won't do it. They don't get the same dopamine hit from likes and comments that others do. Their sense of validation and self-worth isn't tied to their online engagement. They might find more fulfillment in their hobbies, their work, or their face-to-face relationships. For them, social media is a utility, a phone book, a news source, an event calendar. You use it when you need it, and you close it when you don't. It's not an integral part of their identity, and therefore the drive to contribute content to it is minimal. They're not against it. They're just indifferent to the performance aspect of it. Another interesting angle is the observer or voyeur archetype. These individuals are genuinely curious about other people. They enjoy watching stories, reading updates, and seeing what their friends and favorite creators are up to. They are content consumers, and they derive satisfaction from that role alone. Think of it like watching a TV show. You enjoy the show, you follow the characters, but you have no desire to be on the screen yourself. These users are often great listeners in real life too. They are happy to be the audience and support their friends' online presence with likes and occasional comments. They find the content entertaining and informative, and that's enough for them. The idea of turning the camera around on themselves just doesn't hold the same appeal. They are the quiet, supportive backbone of many online communities. Furthermore, some people have a past negative experience that has taught them to be cautious. Perhaps they were part of an online argument that got out of hand, or maybe they were a target of cyberbullying. It's also possible they overshared something in the past that they later regretted. These experiences can create a form of digital trauma, making them wary of putting themselves out there again. The internet can be a harsh place, and for someone who is more sensitive, the potential for negative feedback can far outweigh the potential for positive reinforcement. So, they retreat into a consumption-only mode as a form of self-protection. It's a logical response to a previous bad experience, creating a safe boundary to prevent it from happening again. Their silence isn't a judgment on others, it's a shield for themselves. Finally, let's consider the highly confident and self-assured individual. This might sound counterintuitive, but some of the people with the strongest sense of self have the least to prove. They are so secure in who they are and the life they lead that they feel zero need for external validation from social media. Their self-esteem is built on a foundation of real-world achievements, relationships, and internal values. While others might post to get a confidence boost from likes and positive comments, these individuals already have that confidence. They're not seeking approval because they already approve of themselves. Their life is fulfilling on its own terms, and the digital applause is simply unnecessary. They use social media on their own terms, dipping in and out as they please, completely unbothered by algorithms or engagement metrics. So, as you can see, the silent users of social media are not a mystery. They are perfectionists, privacy advocates, introverts, pragmatists, and confident individuals. They are people who are mindfully present, people who have been burned before, or simply people who enjoy being the audience. The next time you notice a friend who's silent online, instead of wondering what's wrong, maybe consider all the things that might be right. They could be busy living a rich, private, and fulfilling life, and simply choosing to keep it all for themselves. And in our world of constant oversharing, there's something pretty powerful and respectable about that. What do you think? Are you a poster or a lurker? Let me know your reasons in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear all your perspectives. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think. Until next time, stay curious.